How's it going, folks? Jeremy Adrian here. Welcome back to the channel for another weekend MMO news drop. It's not the busiest of weeks, but there's still some interesting stuff here to go over, so let's get straight to it, beginning with Cryptic's free-to-play MMORPG Neverwinter. The studio has announced the next major content update or module that will be coming to the game, called Infernal Descent, for the PC on the 21st of January 2020. Infernal Descent will mark the debut of Neverwinter's first ever campaign for level 80 characters, taking place in Hell, literally. The module will feature a new endgame dungeon, an adventure zone set on the Valnas estate, new story instances, demonic encounters, and plenty more, all based on the Descent into Avernus Dungeons & Dragons module. The good news is Neverwinter players won't have to wait that long to get the action started, as the Hell Pit event has begun on the PC, and for 3 weeks there will be special challenges running in-game featuring new rewards and renown to earn. Of course, console players will need to wait a little bit longer for both the event and for the module to drop. The Elder Scrolls Online is up next, and ZeniMax has just announced the Dawn of the DRAGONGUARD in-game event. Starting on November 26th until December 9th, all ESO players can earn bonus rewards by taking on dragons and bosses found within this year's Season of the Dragon content, which includes the Raftstone DLC, the Elsewhere chapter, Scalebreaker DLC, and the Dragonhold DLC. Like the previous event, which is very similar to this one, players will earn double drops and double resource node yields. The catch is, to be eligible, you need to own at least one or all of this year's DLCs. And as always, event tickets are back, so just as a PSA, stock up on those if you still need the Indrik mounts. Additionally, in conjunction with the Black Friday sales, all versions of the Elsewhere chapter can be bought at a discounted price on the PlayStation Store and the Xbox Store for console players, while I believe the base game is half priced on Steam at the moment. A couple of Black Desert Online news up next, and let's start with the new class preview for the PC. All versions of BDO now have officially shared a sneak preview web post of the game's upcoming new class, the Guardian. Unfortunately, if you're hoping for a video that showcases the class's combat and gameplay, we got nothing. The web post cryptically describes the backstory origins for the Guardian, and we know that they come from the Mountain of Eternal Winter in their quest to retrieve the Holy Flame Yix that's powerful enough to kill even the gods. We did, however, get this awesome concept art of the Guardian though. And secondly, for BDO, the game has collaborated with the anime and manga BERSERK, and players can participate in a limited time quest meeting up with popular characters from the series, including the Skull Knight, to hunt down Zod the Immortal, who's in-game as a world boss until December the 4th. Moving on, if you're itching for a new hack-and-slash ARPG style MMO, I've got good news about Fractured from Dynamite Studios. The game has officially entered Alpha 2 and begun its Test 1 phase, which runs until early December. And players who own a Patron Supporters Pack or higher will have access to the test. Fractured, for those that are hearing about the game for the first time, is an open-world sandbox MMORPG in which everything is dynamic and influenced by the player. Environments can be manipulated for combat and reacts to spells and skills. The NPCs in towns and hubs react differently depending on your character's race and class. And these are just a few examples of how Fractured aims to be more than just the typical sandbox MMO. Full disclosure here, I've been in contact with the studio and they have graciously given me access to the Alpha 2 test to jump in and take a look around, and I'll report whatever I find back to you folks in the coming week. They've also given me discount codes should you want to purchase a Founders Pack, and I'll share all that stuff with you guys when my Fractured video comes out, so stay tuned for that. Now, another sandbox hack-and-slash MMORPG, Legends of Aria, has some big news. The new Dawn content drop, which contains the game's Point Release 8 update, will be launching on December the 5th. New Dawn is a massive update for Legends of Aria because plenty of new features will be added to the game on top of the game already letting players jump in for free with the free account system that launched this month. The new update brings with it world bosses, new abilities, townships, the freedom to enroll in militias, new episodic content, stealing and snooping, profession updates, and a bunch more. With these additions, Aria is leading the new wave of modern sandbox hack-and-slash MMORPGs alongside games like Albion Online, so let's see where they go from here. Now for something entirely new, if you're a fan of gritty, dark, and difficult MMORPGs, get a load of Reign of Darkness. This MMO has just hit early access on Steam, and it's developed by one single person under the name Unorthodox Studios. Reign of Darkness, according to its Steam store page description, is a tap target, theory crafting, dungeon runner style MMORPG based on classic Dungeons & Dragons principles and concepts. There's freedom to build your character the way you want, with new features already outlined for the future. There's also a large lore dump on the Steam page itself for those of you who want to know about the backstory of this world, and the game is currently asking for a $20 buy-in price, and it will remain in early access for approximately a year. I'll leave the link to the store page down below for you to check out. And last but not least, we have another mobile MMORPG that will be launching globally soon, and it's called LUMIA SAGA. Already available in Asia with over 1 million downloads for iOS and Android devices, this MMO is more on the light-hearted side of things thanks to its cartoonish graphics and emphasis on visuals and cuteness. Players have 8 classes to pick from and can embark on a decent amount of PvE content and even take up life skills thanks to the living skill system, which has secondary jobs like cooking and alchemy, and all of these offers bonuses outside of combat. It's a free-to-play title, so hey, expect to see in-game microtransactions, I guess, for skins and what have you. So if it sounds like something you'll want to check out on your phones at launch, then you can already pre-register for its December 13th release with the link down below. And that's all I've got for now, folks. As usual, if there's news for a game that you play which isn't covered in this week's news drop, hey, share it with us down in the comment section below and let's keep each other informed. Hit the like button if you're a fan of these news drops, and feel free to subscribe to the channel and get notified whenever new videos are up. It's free. Once again, I'm Adrian, and I thank you for watching.